This is Goku Sun DBZ, and I'd like to welcome you back to Top 10, well, technically normally Top 10 Sunday, but this is being recorded on Saturday, because since I have things to do given tomorrow's Christmas, and this is Christmas Eve, I'm going to be doing it today. I will try to do at least one or two videos tomorrow, but I'm going to try to do predominantly most of it today, on Saturday. With that said, this is the top 10 most anticipated movies of 2017 for myself. Next weekend will be my top 10 favorite movies of 2016. With that said, and I hope you enjoy the music in the background from Gravity Rush. Okay, honorable mentions and dishonorable mentions today. First of all, oh wait, not dishonorable mentions, what am I saying? That's for next weekend. Honorable mentions: Kong Skull Island, Justice League, and Power Rangers the movie, just because I'm kind of curious to see how they're going with a little bit more of a gritty tone in this film. Coming in at number 10, a DC property comic book movie. Coming in number 10, I'm looking forward to next year, is Wonder Woman. Comes in at number 10. I'm actually going to be curious to see overall how Wonder Woman ends up being with the film, because I'm liking the looks of the time period piece being the First World War, because we've gotten so many time period pieces involving the Second World War, like of course Captain America the First Avenger and many other films. So it's kind of refreshing to see some from the time period of the First World War. So I will be curious, and I will be curious to see overall how Gal Gadot does as Wonder Woman. Coming in at number 9, based on the popular and beloved anime movie and franchise. Number 9 is the live-action adaptation Ghost in the Shell, based on, of course, the very popular Ghost in the Shell movie, considered very groundbreaking for the 90s when it originally came out. So I am definitely going to be curious to see how that film ends up being. I'm liking with the international trailer and stuff, I'm liking the artistic tone. I'm not too happy, of course, about them choosing a white character or a white actress playing the main role. A little bit of a whitewashing thing. But I'll let it slide, because right now Scarlett Johansson, I think, is one of the better actresses in Hollywood right now. Definitely action-wise and stuff. So I guess if they want to go with that, plus they need a big name to sell the movie. As we saw from Lucy, obviously she can do that. Coming in at number 8. Thor Ragnarok, which is going to be kind of like a buddy thing, I guess, with, of course, the Incredible Hulk and Thor involved in Ragnarok. Of course, we're also going to see the introduction of some other characters, as well as some interesting characters that we're going to see debut in this movie. Should be interesting, and regardless of how some people feel, I actually liked Thor: The Dark World, but I loved the first Thor, hands down. So I will be curious to see how Ragnarok ends up being. Coming in at number 7, War for the Planet of the Apes. I am definitely looking forward to this film, War for the Planet of the Apes, because Rise of the Planet of the Apes was good, and oh my word, was Dawn of the Planet of the Apes incredible film. Also, if you haven't watched any of the newer, these prequels, I'm looking forward, and as always, I'm looking forward to, of course, Caesar by Andy Serkis. Hands down, one of the best voice actors today in Hollywood. I mean, he's doing so many iconic roles, of course, Gollum, and I think Caesar will be an iconic role. He will become known for forever. And I'll be curious to see what more they do with him, of course, as Supreme Leader Snoke in Star Wars. Coming in at number 6, Beauty and the Beast. Very much looking forward to this film. and very curious to see overall how this film ends up being compared to some of the others live-action adaptation films. I will say the CG of the Beast is extraordinarily good, and I know some people's gripes from the looks of Gaston is he's not big and muscular and stuff in this. Well, you can't exactly have... He's an insane level of muscle in animation. No person really alive is going to be able to match that in size. But they chose a good caliber actor to play the role, so I think people should let that slide. I would be curious to see what he does with the character Gaston. And of course Emma Watson as Belle. Actually a really good casting choice. In fact, this is one of the best, hands down, next year. I feel easily in the top 3 best casts of movies coming out next year. Coming in at number 5, also from Disney, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Unlike, I didn't like some sequels, but I actually enjoyed the second film, Dead Man's Chest, more than Curse of the Black Pearl. Unlike some people out there, I genuinely enjoyed and was entertained by that film. Coming in at number 4. Even though we haven't seen footage or anything yet, it's automatically at number 4, looking forward to. And that is Star Wars Episode 8. Very much looking forward to this film, especially after Force Awakens, though. As much as I liked The Force Awakens, which I liked it very much, it is my number 1 favorite movie of last year. I actually think I liked the Rogue One more than The Force Awakens, I will say that. And I plan on seeing Rogue One a second time, hopefully tomorrow. Coming in at number 3, from the co-op of Marvel and Sony. Coming in number 3 is Spider-Man Homecoming. Very much looking forward to this film. Not just because, of course, Spider-Man is my favorite comic book character of all time. Well, Peter Parker Spider-Man, I should say, since there's multiple incarnations now of Spider-Man. And yeah, I'm not a fan of Miles Morales, with that aside. I will say, yeah, I'm looking forward to this, very much so. And also, given Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man and Tony Stark is in it too, that just makes the movie even better. And I do think the casting of Tom Holland is a great choice. He really seems like he's going to do a very good job at the role. Also, of course, I'm looking forward to Michael Keaton as the Vulture. From the international trailer and stuff, which I liked more than the American trailer, it looks like it's going to be a really fun, really great movie. Coming in at number 2, from 20th Century Fox, Logan. That trailer, hands down, I think of trailers this year, I think the trailer to Logan may be my favorite trailer of the entire year. And that's saying something, because there's a lot of trailers I loved this year. But the Logan trailer with the Johnny Cash cover of Hurt, incredible. Such a great time. I feel like this is going to be a much more heavy, how should I put this? It's going to be a much heavier movie in acting caliber and stuff. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a pretty good action film, but I can definitely say it is definitely going to be a much heavier film in the area of actual, how should I put this? Of overall quality acting. And we know Hugh Jackman's a great actor, so I expect that's going to be incredible. So with that said, that's number 2, Logan. Number 1. No one should be surprised at number 1, because if you watch any of my past ranks of comic book movies and stuff, you know this movie is the first one is my all-time favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe film, and is tied for being my number 1 favorite comic book movie of all time. And which is why the sequel is number 1 most anticipated movie next year, coming out in May. And that is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I really can't wait for freaking Guardians of the Galaxy. It's definitely going to be a good film. And I'm definitely liking the tone so far. I love the teaser trailer which had Hooked on a Feeling music, which I love. But I really like the music they chose from the new trailer. And I'm looking forward to the rest of the music for Volume 2, definitely of Awesome Mix. So we'll see how it turns out, which I get the feeling it's maybe the best comic book movie next year, maybe. We shall see. Spider-Man Homecoming may also have the potential to be the best next year. But with that said, we shall see. And that is my list of the top 10 most anticipated movies of next year. Please thumbs up this video, like, subscribe, follow me at twitter.com/GokuSunDBZ, as well as at Google+. And let me know what are some of the movies you're most looking forward to next year, whether it be comic book or otherwise. I'm curious to actually see what movies most people are looking forward to next year. And with that said, I will see you all next time here on YouTube Land. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel. And as always, this is GokuSunDBZ. And yeah. And also, to everyone out there, happy holidays from me here in YouTube Land. And I'm working on at least 2 reviews today and a gameplay review, at least one. So, we shall see how that goes. And I hope everyone out there enjoyed the review of the very last Street Fighter Unlimited comic.